so many beautiful readings tonight. Some very moving ones, some very funny ones. We are reaching towards the end. We have one last reading, and then we're going to end up that perfectly with a musical guest. Last reading. She obtained her BA and MA in creative writing from San Francisco State University, which is where she taught creative writing for 2 years before returning to school to get a master's degree in counseling psychology. Published in many literary journals, journals. How can you mispronounce a French word? You did it.
Good job.
Published in many literary journals. She also has 3 limited edition books in print in collaboration with the artist Manuel Neri, for whom she's been the primary model for the past 40 years. She's a psychotherapist in private practice in Benicia, California, where she also writes and wanders the shoreline of Carquinez Straits. Please welcome Mary Julia Klimenko.
Sometimes when you're too close to the mic, you accidentally make them.
And panties.
Explosion. I don't know how to do this. Explosion of hummingbirds threatens to kill the hollyhocks. And I have a pathological taste for the exotic, but seldom feed daintily, preferring instead to rip off my clothes and run shrieking toward the man like a wild beast of someone possessed. Outside normal consciousness and space-time continuum, my illusions are opaque objects centering around one man, as if he were sitting on another planet and not on a cushion in an ordinary room, while another part of me steers in a deep and dreamless slumber toward him, somewhere, and because I don't know where, someone must hold my hand. Someone must stay beside me while the sun melts through the roof and flowers wilt terrified of winged bugs, and I say, colder or warmer, and hear his voice telling me to pass through, to come over. His voice promising me strange and beautiful adventures, detached from my subjective self and the sensory input of my body, which is unknown and shrouded in foxfire, as wide open as any other elaborate joke. If night stayed open, am I making those noises into the mic?
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
It's all good.
If night stayed open, storm exaggerates the river, unfolding night as shameless as a woman committed to her own pleasure, enduring long months of hail, rain, wind howling as if the gods play liar's dice, throwing down hail and thunder, a fate I embrace. The violence of passion is what I want. As twilight falls against wet grass, water droplets hang from pine needles and form in the palms of upturned leaves. Turbulence tumbles granite boulders, a new geography, sinewy shoreline, S-shape of unconscious energy. I want the unpredictable absence of light, my breast against the inside of my hand, nipples the palm like leaf to tree. Stone to river, raven to sky, my hair against the curve of your back. your thigh inside of mine. As my mouth covers yours, I don't want you to speak. Shattering the exquisite darkness, coming long after midnight. Your hand around my wrist, your face pressed into my skin. If night stayed open, I would live in the sound of storms, the color of dreams, lie in tangled sheets, wet with sweat and lust, listening to wind flying hard against the sharp white edges of snow. Sacred bones. Imagining your body becomes more than creating a picture of how tightly your spine seems to fit into the base of your back or your muscles curve as sweetly as a quarter moon along traces of your illuminated thigh. Like a bat, I find my way in the dark by seeking heat, knowing what I need to survive. Instinct curls my palm into its larger twin as the reach of my arm follows the length of yours. I begin at the holy blue temple vein and trace my mouth down along your determined jaw and into the soft hollow hidden behind your collarbones. Love is a word that smashed itself against its own lies, but my tongue traces. The bones licks the skin, sucks the sweetness, opens your heart, and you know, oh you know, you will never give this up.